Hello, welcome to The Curious Head. Subscribe and leave a like. It's true that human life is not as black and white as you might think, but sometimes some events are so surreal that they seem like a script for some really bad fiction movie. Throughout history, there are many cases of facts so strange that it is even difficult to believe that they could have really happened. However, to our luck and to the complete shock of our brains, we have many documents that prove some of the most absurd stories of humanity. Curious to know what we're talking about? So, check out this list we separated with 5 facts so unbelievable that they seem more like fake news. 1. University older than the Aztec Empire. When you think of the Aztec Empire, you probably think of a civilization much older than any modern structure found in our society, right? However, it should be noted that the University of Oxford, in the United Kingdom, started teaching long before the construction of the city of Tenochtitlán, the Aztec capital. The first classes took place in 1096 and, in 1249, Oxford was already a complete university with residential halls and several school buildings. It is not even the oldest university in the world. Tenochtitlan was only founded in 1325, being captured by the Spanish in 1521. Crazy, right? 2. CIA agents pretended to be vampires. During the Cold War, the Philippines was an ally of the United States. However, there was a communist rebel faction known as the People's Army, which was fighting to rid the region of capitalist influence. To combat these rebels, agents of the CIA, the U.S. government's intelligence center, took a peculiar strategy, pretending to be vampires. The idea came about based on the local legend of the Aswang, a blood-sucking monster very similar to vampires. After the CIA captured one of the People's Army members, they left only 2 holes in his dead neck and hung him upside down to drain the blood. When the rebels found it, fear gripped everyone, causing them to surrender in 1954. 3. Nazi weather station in Canada. In 1943, the Germans decided to set up a weather station in northern Labrador, Canada, when the country was still part of British rule. Including, this structure helped to sink several enemy warships of the Nazis and supply ships in the North Atlantic Ocean. The construction of the station, however, is not the problem. While several of these weather stations were destroyed after World War II, Labrador's remained undiscovered until 1977. Because it's a sparsely populated place, no one bothered to tear it down and no one even discovered it belonged to the Nazis until 1981. 4. Cruel fate. Since 1850, more than 5,000 people have died falling over Niagara Falls, between Canada and the United States, by suicide or sheer bad luck. So when circus performer Bobby Leach survived after venturing into the waters, many people were taken by surprise. Leach went down the falls in 1911 in a barrel. When he emerged from the fall, he was bleeding and bruised, but he was perfectly fine. Ironically, he ended up dying years later after slipping on an orange peel and injuring one of his legs. The limb became infected and had to be amputated, but the infection continued to erode his life. 5. Sharks are extremely old. That sharks are one of the oldest species on Earth is nothing new. In fact, the oldest fossil of a shark dates back to 400 million years ago. That's so long of existence that it's even hard to put that period in perspective. But do you want to get an idea of what 400 million years represent? That number indicates that these creatures are older than Saturn's rings, which formed only about 100 million years ago. Most sharks became extinct 20 million years ago, when the total population of these creatures dropped to 90%. If they were all gone at once, we would think of them the same way we think of dinosaurs. Can you believe? And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed these trivia. Don't forget to leave your comments below and share this video with your friends. To the next